What if I told you that the biggest blockbuster about human trafficking lately was Wonka? And surprisingly, I'm not talking about the Oompa Loompas. Wonka has been crushing it in the box office, and it's easy to see why. It's delightful, it's creative, it's super duper fun, very family friendly. But its storyline also features really classic examples of one of the most common forms of human trafficking. Forced labor is when someone's made to do work or offer a service against their will, out of force, fraud, or coercion. So essentially, it's what Wonka and his friends are trying to escape the entire duration of the movie. No spoilers. Here are 3 things that stood out to me that made the film a surprisingly accurate depiction of human trafficking. 1, they were tricked into labor. Willy Wonka himself signed a contract that he could not read, and in many ways, it was really fine print.
Read the small print.
What?
2, they're forced to work without the ability to leave. Willy Wonka and his friends are trapped in the basement of a laundromat, and if they don't do the work right, their food is taken away from them, or they're thrown into isolation. Honestly, the song about it, Scrub Scrub, is pretty catchy.
Scrub, scrub.
Number 3, being held by debt. This in particular is actually really interesting to me. Willy Wonka is being subject to something called debt bondage or bonded labor. What it means is that he took on a loan that he thought was really reasonable, but then before he knew it, it was way more than he could ever pay off. And it was done that way intentionally so that he could remain enslaved. Unfortunately, these parts of the film are not a world of pure imagination. In fact, human trafficking affects nearly 28 million people around the world today. And we at IJM, we see it daily in the work that we do to combat this crime. So, have you seen Wonka? Did you notice any of these dynamics?